start at Kinross, then we'll head for Milnathort. We'll turn off and head for Burleigh Castle, then the standing stones at Orwell Farm. We'll do a pit stop at Loch Leven Lader. We'll stop at Scotland Well. We'll then head for RSPB Vane Farm, and then we'll continue on the cycle path to our final destination, Loch Leven Castle.
Well, you join me on a glorious day. This is the Triumph GT Trekker. Does the long way around Loch Leven, and because my foot is not completely healed, I'm only going to do a little bit of the trek today because it's sunny, it's warm, it's dry, and you're never guaranteed the weather in Scotland. So I thought I'd at least do some of the journey today and do the rest another day. So we're on the main high street in Kinross, and we're coming up to one of the pit stops you might want to stop off at. This cafe is called the Unorthodox Roaster, so it's a nice place to stop. You can leave your bike here and have a coffee. We're also coming up to the Kirklands Hotel on the left here. This is another place to stop off. And we also have the courthouse here. Another place to stop for a coffee. You can see a couple of bikers there. This is another place you might want to stop and have a rest, have a drink. They do nice bar lunches in here, and I used to do the night shift here. See, they've got outside seating. Lovely. So this is the Green Hotel. Now I'm not on power assist here, I'm just cycling without power assist, saving the energy. This bike has 10 gears, so I can cycle this quite easily on the flat and the downhill, no problem, without the power assist. Coming up on the right is the Muir's Inn. That's another place where you can get a drink, have a bar meal, and you can also use the toilets if you want to. That's the Muir's Inn. So we're coming into the village of Milnathort now, where I'm going to point out our next pit stop. So here we are, we're coming up to Heaven Sent Cafe. They have a nice garden outside, and they do coffees and cakes. And they've even got bicycles stuck to the outside of the building. So look, there's the bicycle. See if I can get a closer shot of them for you. My zoom lens. There they are. They're over 4,000 years old. I've heard that they were put there by the Danes. There probably was a circle. There's only two left now. So here we are at Loch Leven Lader, and this is a place you can come. There's a shop here, there's 2 cafes, there's toilets, there's parking. And it's just a nice place to stop when you're going around the loch. Hi there.
Hiya.
And the shop sells lots of things like meats, local meats, chocolates, gifts, local produce. So I can recommend stopping here once the staff loans me an Allen key so that I could fix my bike. So I highly recommend Loch Leven Lader. As one of your pit stops on your journey long way around Loch Leven. So here we are at the healing well, famous historical healing well. We'll take a closer look with the other camera. There's an information board here to tell you about the well. I don't have time to read that just now, but we'll take a closer look with the other camera. And here you can see the natural spring, the bubbles coming through the sand, and the waters are thought to have healing properties. It's very relaxing just to watch the bubbles. You can do your mindfulness, just come here and watch the bubbles. Now the next pit stop are the Loch Leven chalets, and this is where there's a canteen here where you can grab a cup of tea or a burger. There's parking, and you can actually join the cycle path here, but I'm not going to join it yet because I want to take you to RSPB Vane Farm. But let's just have a quick look. You can see nice view of the loch here. This is where you can grab a burger, and there's the car park. But I'm going to continue on to Vane Farm. So here we are at Vane Farm. It's a nice car park, and this is where we're going to join the cycle path, and at least you'll be able to hear me. We're away from all the noisy, loud petrol engine cars. So they're actually closed just now, but there's a shop, there's a cafe, and you can actually join the cycle path here. There's toilets. And they've built this amazing walkway for disabled people. Oh, look at those seats. You can be calm and mindful here. And I can cycle on the cycle path here and talk into the camera, and you'll be able to hear me. Apart from the wind noise, of course. Here we go. Wow, look at this. There we are. Now we're on the cycle path. Hello cows. It's so peaceful. Amazing. So we're now doing a little bit of mild off-roading, which of course this bike is capable of. And we're safe from the cars. Now we're approaching this amazing bike stop shelter that's there to shelter cyclists and walkers if they get stuck in heavy rain. It's amazing. And you've also got an amazing view of the landscape as well. Good place to take photos. There's even some bike rails that you can tie your bike to. Quite amazing. And I like the design as well. Hello cows. Lovely sunset. And I'm just really appreciating the power I'm getting coming up these cycle trails and hills. Look at that. Look at that. And you've got your bike racks here. Oh, there's midges everywhere. But I'm going to continue because the sun's setting now. And I need to push on. I want to get to Loch Leven Castle before it's dark. But what an amazing landscape. Don't think I'm going to need power here. It's downhill for quite a bit. It's very stony, so I'm taking it really easy here. I'd rather come up this on power than go down it. Wow, look at that landscape. Oh. Oh. There we are. That's possibly the most dangerous part of the trip over. Apart from being on the main road, of course. Excellent. There we are. Lovely. Onwards. Oh, hello there. Hiya. I've just spied an opportunity to try and get a closer shot of the geese. I don't want to disturb them too much. That's the Canadian geese who come every year. I love the sound of them. I love watching them flying in V formation. It's very healing just to watch them, and mindful. Anyway, I must push on. Don't want to block the cycle path. So we're coming up to the final stretch of the route. The sun's going down fast, and this is lovely. It's nice and flat. No need for electricity, as Cartman would say. No need for my electricity, but really enjoying it. So far the route's about 13 miles, so I think the whole thing's going to be about maybe 17 miles all the way around. That's on the road as well though. So our final stop is Loch Leven Castle, so join me in a bit when we get to the last stretch on the tour of long way round Loch Leven. On the final leg of this trip, I've decided to start filming on day 3 because it was getting too dark. So this is the boathouse, another place where you can relax and have something to eat or drink or use the toilets. And here's the jetty where you can get boats out to the island to see the castle, which is what Loch Leven's most famous for. Hello there. Sorry. Thank you. So this is the final part of the trip. Coming up to our final destination. On the long way round Loch Leven. here we are, finally made it. The end of the trip. There's Loch Leven Castle. So we've got a glorious day on our last day of filming for Long Way Round Loch Leven, and here we are at the final destination. This is Loch Leven Castle. This is the main attraction of Loch Leven, where Mary Queen of Scots was imprisoned in 1567. Just see if we can zoom in here, get a closer shot with the zoom lens. And this is where she was caught escaping from the English crown. Now you can take boat rides to the castle from the jetty. I've been on the island a couple of times, and it's well worth a visit. That's us done.